genuine grocery getter.
Don't show the toilet paper, dude.
Well, we're back out here in the Montana garage. It's been a couple days, but looky what showed up. A box from everybody's favorite place, Summit Racing. Yeah, there's probably other favorite places too, but Summit's where I get a lot of my stuff. What's in the box, you say? Well, we're gonna be doing some body work on the square body, so we got some more spreaders and some tape. Having some wiring issues on the 57 here, so I'm gonna try to throw some ground straps in there and see if that helps things out. And mostly the order was placed so I could get one of these flexible transmission dipsticks to hopefully solve the little issue I was having. This thing seems a little bit shorter than the other one, but I guess it doesn't have to have all those bends in it, so maybe that's why it can be shorter, or is shorter. Let's see, where's the old one? Over in my pile of junk, because it is basically junk now after I bent it all up trying to get it to work. But significantly longer, but I guess this is hopefully gonna work. I guess somebody designed it that way for a reason, but I guess I could have ordered the wrong one. But it's for a TH350 transmission, and that's really all it says. 17 3/8 length, so we'll get her thrown in there and see. Hopefully it is long enough to reach up there and give me a place to fill it and check it. So let's throw some jack stands under the car. I already got it up in the air, but I'm gonna throw some jack stands under there because you know what? Safety first, right? And then we'll go under there and see what happens. Well, I guess before we can throw the jack stands under there, I got a little bit more transmission fluid issues to deal with. So let's get that wiped up first. Oh, hey Moose, you're in the shot. Checking out the new light? You know I like lights. I got a new light. Costco, baby. All right, Moose. He's got an itch. I got an itch to get to work. Let's do it. I don't know what the camera can see from over there, but from what I can see from over here, it doesn't look like this thing is going to be long enough. Dang it. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see where I can get some light on the subject. Try to not lay in the transmission fluid too much. And let's see. It was kind of where it was before. I don't know if I can fit it up through there with that bracket on it. I just want to get an idea how high it's going to go. And it's going to go right to there. If I can get it to stay there. Alright, so obviously they must make different lengths of these because I don't think that's going to cut it. Well, that is definitely a no-go. Where's it at? Yeah, it's not even close. I guess should have been a little smarter and noticed that there was different lengths of these things. Ah, dang it. Let's see if I can get it out of there without getting it all dirty and destroyed so I can send it back. Guess that just means a few more days and no cruising the 57. All right, folks, time for another quick Montana Garage tech tip. I was just showing you this flexible transmission dipstick that I ordered that is much too short. It says on here it is 17 3/8 inches long. I ordered it from Summit, so I got the little product information right here. And I looked at this obviously when I bought it, but the tech tip is make sure you look at all of it. Don't be a dumbass like me and skim through it. If you read the very beginning, transmission dipstick, braided stainless polished billet, GM TH350 push-in style each. Picture looks like it's got the right end on it. I think I glanced through this stuff. I didn't see anything that bothered me, so I pushed the old order button. But if I would have read carefully, read all the way down to the bottom to the notes section, it says bell housing mount transmission dipsticks are recommended for dragsters, street rod, and other applications with ample clearance to the bell housing. These are not recommended for vehicles with minimal clearance between the bell housing and firewall or transmission tunnel. That's the reason I had to get a flexible one, is there's not enough room back there. Still, I don't see anywhere where it says how long it is, but that's, if I would have read that, I would have not ordered it. I would have found something else. So I guess I'll be searching for something new now. Well, it's the next day, and I ran into town this morning to try to see if there was any chance anybody had one of the flexible transmission dipsticks on the shelf, and as I assumed, no dice. So gonna be a few more days. I'll have to place another order with Summit or Jags or Speedway or somewhere. I'll figure out where to find the one I'm looking for. So it'll be a few days before we can get going on the 57 again. So we're gonna push the old girl outside and find something else to work on. It's probably gonna be trace square body. Don't tell Moose, but I'm using a little bit of his kitty litter to soak up the ATF on the old Montana garage shop floor from the DD Speed Shop 57 Chevy. DD Speed Shop 57's making noise again. Had to get one of these fancy flexible transmission dipsticks. Just got her all rigged up and in there and secured to the firewall. Letting her run a little bit to get warm so we can check the fluid. I think I'm gonna have to add a little more transmission fluid because I lost quite a bit. And I just dumped 2 quarts in. So I'm trying to get this thing going and maybe go down to a little cars and coffee event this afternoon and check out some other cars. Little update, we got the new dipstick put in. It was a little crazy there. And I don't think it's leaking anymore, so we're gonna take her for a little spin and we'll double check and find out. My father-in-law, Grandpa Doug, is here, so we're gonna see if we can get him to drive it. We're gonna cruise over to a little event in town here. It's kind of like a cars and coffee type thing. Check out some cars, so we'll take you along for the ride. Alright, we're headed out to the little local cars and coffee thing. Tree's driving, Grandpa Doug's riding shotgun. He might drive later. I get to ride in the back. This is a world record. It's been 30 seconds and Trey hasn't hit the magic button.
Oh yeah.
Kids these days, so much better. I actually like it better through the mufflers.
No, you don't. What? It's so rough down low.
Yeah, it still has like a low RPM miss, but I can't figure out. status update on not the maiden voyage, but we went for a little cruise to the car show, and I didn't think the gas gauge works, and apparently it doesn't, because it says full, and I think we're out of gas. The old fuel pump's clickety clacking, and we're stuck at the grocery store. Trey, didn't I tell you to put gas in it?
What?
Didn't I tell you to put gas in it?
I put gas in it.
Anyways, I think DD Speed Shop ran out of gas in the car, and then I think maybe Sobering guys ran out of gas in the car, so that's 3 for 3, because now we're out of gas, waiting for the wife to come with the gas can. All right, so the fuel pump is loud, like it's not getting any gas. My wife came, there she goes in the little hot rod Trailblazer, and brought me a gas can. It only had about 1.5 gallons of gas in it. I dumped that in, but still, when you turn the key on, the fuel pump sounds like it's not getting any gas. So something, and when you tap on the tank, I think there's gas in there. It doesn't sound like it's empty, but either something is plugged up in there or the pickup tube isn't in the gas far enough. So we're gonna go. They just went to get 5 more gallons of gas. We'll try that, try to get some more gas in it, but it looks like we have just more stuff to investigate. We might have to drop that tank out of there and see what's going on, either with pickup tube or something's plugged up in a line or something. So hopefully we can get it fixed and get home. Trey, hit the little, turn the key on. Let's listen to the fuel pump. We put about 5 more gallons in it. And it is not changing. It's like it's not getting any fuel. That clack and clacking should quiet way down when it gets fuel in it. So I think we got a plugged line or something here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, shut that off. Dang it. Status update. I'm laying underneath DD Speed Shop 57 Chevy in the grocery store parking lot. It is all of a sudden pouring down rain. I took the old fuel line off where the fuel pump is, and we got no gas in it. No! So I blew through it, swallowed about, I don't know, teaspoon or not a bunch of gas, but it's not, I didn't really swallow it, but I got it in my mouth. Anyways, blew in there 4 or 5 times and finally got gas. This is a puddle of gas to come through there. So obviously we got some sort of obstruction. And also, I think these little cheap fuel pumps, they want to be gravity fed, and it's sucking up out of the hole here. So anyways, I'm gonna crawl out of here, get in the rain. I'm already getting wet because the water's running on me, and then I think this thing might actually start now. All right, start it up. Hey, we fixed it. Now the trunk's broke. There.
I'll bet you did.
Yeah, I think that's about all we get for wipers, so.
Yeah.
That's another thing we haven't looked at. All right, Doug broke it, so I'm gonna drive home. If I can see how to get there. We got no defrost and no wipers. But we're moving again. Hey, hey. As you can see, we made her back to the Montana garage with the 57 Chevy after our little, hey Moose, our little out of gas adventure. Like I said, turns out we weren't out of gas. We just weren't getting any gas to the little clickety clackety fuel pump. So apparently there's some obstructions or something, you know, probably a bunch of, who knows how, you know, long that gas has been in that tank, so it could be all rusty. And I thought Dan had ran it out of gas, so I thought there was, you know, like fresh gas in it, but maybe he just ran it like I just did, where he thought he was out of gas. Anyways, apparently we're gonna have to take that tank out of there and clean it out and make sure that that thing is good to go, and so we don't get stranded like that again. So anyways, we got home and I ended up driving home instead of Grandpa Doug because it was raining pretty hard and that the wipers don't work. So it did shut off on me one time on the way home. It just, boom, just lost all power. So it didn't, I'm not sure with the fuel injection. I would think it would still kind of, like if it was a carburetor, it'd sputter a little bit as it was running out of gas, but it just shut off. So I slammed her into neutral, and there was a gas station about a block ahead, and I was going to coast into there, but I turned the old go button, the key, and she fired right back up. So we just headed for home and made it with no more problems. So I told my wife when we got here, thanks for coming to rescue us. She brought me gas, even though it turns out didn't really need it probably. And she goes, hey, that's no worries. And I said, yes, part of having old cars, you're gonna have to come rescue us. And she goes, yeah, it's part of having old cars. Sometimes you gotta lay on your back in the rain underneath your car and suck on the gas tank, that's true, because that's what I had to do when we got her home. So anyways, we're gonna end. I'll try to make some sort of little video of this little adventure. We're gonna end it here. So thanks for following along. And oh, hey, on the bright side, the transmission doesn't seem to be leaking anymore. So we got one problem fixed. Now we just got to deal with the gas tank before we can really drive her too much more. But anyways, thanks again for following. Like, share, subscribe, and come back next time, because you never know what's going to happen here at the Montana Garage.